Hi there. Okay, ribs. My dad recently asked me if I boiled my ribs first, and I said, oh, no. And upon looking at the internet, there are a million different ways to cook ribs. I'm not saying this is the best way to cook ribs. This is just the way that I prefer. First thing I do is I start with a nice cut of these are back loin ribs. Very first thing, most important thing that I've discovered over the years is the sinew on the back. That's this shiny part. We're going to get rid of that. What you need is you need a knife. It's just a regular old butter knife. And what I do to do that is I take the butter knife and I run it down along the bone. And I do that to each one of these bones along the way. All the way down. Alright, once I have the sinew all good and loosened up, because this stuff is pretty slippery, I use a paper towel so that I can hold on to it. And then it all pretty much comes off. Probably a little bit of trimming that has to be taken care of. You want to make sure you get it all. Okay. Alright. Now that's all taken care of. Shiny stuff is gone. Now, some of you out there may need a low sodium diet. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this. This is salt-free Mrs. Dash garlic herb as a dry rub. And I put quite a bit of it on there to both sides. Alright, see, there we are, and that is ready for the grill. Alright, we're back, and as you can see, it's dark outside. It's pouring down rain, but I wanted to make sure I showed you my grill setup via flashlight, so this is probably going to come out really crappy. Little oysters for you. There's the jalapeno poppers from the previous video. And the ribs, meat side down. And even though it's pouring down rain, being a true Oregonian, I don't really
Meanwhile,
care.
while the ribs are cooking.
Okay, so the ribs are almost done. Here's our next step here, is that I have some fresh gala apples that you wash, of course, because, well, in the supermarket, people touch that shit and you don't know where their hands have been. Well, we do. We all know where their hands have been, and we don't want that. So here's what I do: is you're gonna want to cut these apples all up. Don't worry about the cores. I take the stem out, but that's about it. Don't worry about the cores or any of that nonsense.
Lots and lots of apple cutting.
Next, get a cookie sheet. If you don't want to upset your wife, I recommend using an old cookie sheet. pull off enough foil to cover the pan overlapping at the ends there. And you're going to want to shove it down so it's about halfway across. My family is all watching television, which you can probably hear in the background. Do that on both sides so I have an overlap. And one more down the middle. This one I do quite a bit longer.
You get it. Lots of foil.
Now, let's take our apples. This doesn't have to be perfect. I just like to do one layer of apples in here. All over the bottom where my ribs are going to sit. This rack of ribs is actually probably a little bit longer than the pan, but that's okay. Some people use applesauce, apple juice. It doesn't matter. I think apples and pork ribs are an ideal combination. Oh, and a bowl. This is the secret ingredient. This is 100% Bad Chicken's pepper jam. You can see the glorious peppers in there. Beautiful jam. We're going to use that. And this is my preferred barbecue sauce. You can use wherever you like, but I like Jack Daniel's Original No. 7.
Bad Chicken's pepper jam is not yet available in retail locations.
And I use about a half a bottle of barbecue sauce. I'm going to microwave this about 30 seconds. Let's bring out the ribs. Here's about how you want the ribs to look. They got a little bit burnt on the edge there. Not horrible. And they're not close to done yet. You just want that good barbecue flavor.
Ribs were in the barbecue for about an hour.
We're going to go ahead and put those bone side down right on the apples. Next, we're going to take about a handful of brown sugar. Put that in there. If you're diabetic, don't try this recipe. We'll go ahead and whisk up our jam and barbecue sauce mixture. That's okay. You dump this lengthways all over the ribs. All right. Make our tent. No real scientific way to do this. Just get your shit sealed. The main thing is to make sure that it's not touching the ribs. Now we're going to put these into a 325 degree oven. It's been preheated for about an hour, hour and a half. Alright, hey, we're back, and I wanted to show everybody the unveiling of the ribs here. I'm going to go ahead and, you got to be really careful when you do this, because a lot of steam gets trapped inside from the apples and whatnot. So we're gonna go ahead. You can see some steam there. Open this up carefully. Go ahead and open this up here. Now let me move the camera so y'all can see what it looks like. There it is. The ribs. Alright, so the true test of ribs really is when you cut them.
Wow, look at that.
And I really wish you guys could see how this comes out here. I mean, I don't know. That's how clean the bone is coming off. These are ridiculous. They're going to be so good in your belly. Here's a bone. It just kind of pulls right off. So nice. Alright. So that's how I make ribs. Still kind of steamy. The bad chicken's jam makes them sort of spicy. The barbecue sauce flavor. Everything's coming together great. I'm going to go ahead and plate these up and eat until my heart's content. Thank you very much. Have a good day.